It's a board, games, and brew. Brewing up some Sprite. Jeff, I got you this one because it matches your
Do you know what
hat.
I'm craving?
What?
Burger.
Damn bag, yeah.
I'm craving a burger and fries.
Oh, burger fries. Yummy. Oh, I thought that was brown like Coke, but that's my Sprite. When was the last time we did this?
Forever ago, and it sucks because it's my favorite and you never want to do it.
Okay. That doesn't sound like me. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
Board games.
and
Lies of Kentucky. Bluegrass. The grass ain't blue.
it's not blue. Liar, liars,
They be lying.
pants on fires.
Someone in the comments can be like, it's not supposed to be blue.
It's just a type of grass.
It's just a grass.
Duh, we know that. We also know that their national food is Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Preach.
Exactly.
Preach, my dude.
This is another episode of Board Games and Brew, and we are drinking Sprite and Diet Coke. Why? Because you probably noticed from our outfits that we filmed this after our last video.
And it is 7 o'clock at night.
It's 6:48, Jeff.
giving them
Don't
all
be
our
so
secrets.
dramatic. These are our secrets, people.
I hate when you say that. Like, it drives me.
I don't even think about it, Jeff.
I know,
I just
and
say
I hate it. And I've told you.
I understand,
how
but
many
I
times
can't
I hate
control all of the words that come out of my mouth all of the time. We are here today to do another episode of our BGG Have We Played It series. It has been a hot freaking minute since we've done this. We are going to be doing 900 to 801. We start at 900, we go down to 801. We are planning on doing this to at least 1,000.
I just want to say, these are my favorite videos. I found so many good games from doing this.
Yeah, geez, this is a very loud pop. Listen, is yours doing that too?
So I don't know if I want to stop at 1,000. I think I want to keep going. Like, who cares?
We'll go forever. Who cares? I don't care. We'll go forever. Who cares? Not me.
How many board games are on there? Tens, hundreds of thousands?
Millions, at least. Let's just dive into it.
Let's
We are
go.
going to start at 900, go to 801. As Jeff mentioned, we are just saying, have we played it? Have we not played it? And maybe we'll read the tagline and be like, do we even want to play this?
Yeah.
And then we write down the ones that we do want to play.
If you've played any of these and you have any like context you want to add to that in the comments,
You're welcome to do
please
that.
do so.
Or if there's one that I'm like, ew, I hate it. You could be like, Jamie, you might like it. Okay, Jeff, we always mess this up. Are we going backsies and forthsies?
Backsies and fourth seeds. That's what we do. It's not confusing. You are always confused by it. And then you'll get so excited that you'll just go blah, 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 blah.
The computer's got to come here because I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. Number 900 is Tiny Epic Quest, which is, I assume, one of the games in the Tiny Epic series.
What would make you assume that?
Have we played any Tiny Epic games, Jeff?
No.
We haven't. This one, push your luck to fight goblins, explore temples, and learn spells.
I know we would like the Tiny Epic series.
From what I've heard, the Tiny Epic Dinosaurs game is very fun because it has a ton of tiny little dino meeples.
Isn't there like Tiny Epic Pirates?
Yes.
I feel like that'd be cool too.
Totally.
Number 899 is Attica or Attica.
Attica!
Construct your classical Greek city using resources on the board and cards. I would probably love that. Jamie would probably hate it.
2003. That's an old boy.
It's got one of those traditional covers.
It's got one of those covers that just makes you want to throw up. Blech. 898 is Azul Queen's Garden. This is the newest installment of Azul, which we have not played. However, I have heard such mixed things about this.
Yeah.
I have heard from, I know Tyler and Ilya over at Kavre really, really like this one. Then I listened to Board Game Barrage and they were like, this is too far from Azul. This isn't even Azul. But it's still good, but it's just not Azul.
Yeah, they were basically like, they just slapped the Azul name on this game.
Yeah, I definitely want to try it, and I can see this will be one that we eventually probably
I'm
play.
sure we'll try this. Yeah. Number 897 is Britannia. Control multiple nations in conflicts that span a millennium of British history. 1986, I want to play that.
That's before I was even born.
I need to be writing some of this down.
Jeff, do you need a notepad?
I do. Do you have one?
Yes. Jeff, I always have notepads.
I would actually, because every time I'm like, I should be writing these down.
This is the one I use for work. Here you go.
I'm writing some of these down.
I don't want to play this game. I'm just saying it. I don't want to do it. 896 is called Nightmare Productions. From the title alone, I can tell you this is a game that I want to play. Bid contracts to produce Golden Age blockbusters. What? To produce Golden Age blockbusters with the best directors and stars. I want to play this game.
Do you want me to write that down?
Write it down, Jeff. It's from the year 2000, the year that the world was supposed to explode and then didn't.
Nice call out.
Thank you.
Number 895 is Zoo Loretto. Add to or take any animal collection, build the best zoo, and fill those pens.
It's on BGA.
It is, and I feel like we've heard Board Game Barrage talk about Zoo
So
Loretto.
they talk about
Colorado, yes.
Which is a game that they love.
Yeah.
And
haven't played that either.
Honestly, you're going to hear us talk about Board Game Barrage a lot because they talk about a lot of games. You should
go check out, if you listen to podcasts, Board Game Barrage.
Holy smokes, they're literally my favorite. 894, Smash Up Science Fiction Double Feature. Here's one thing that you need to know. I will never play a Smash Up game again. You can't pay me to do it.
I do not like
Smash Up. I don't want to do it.
I have no problems telling you that. I'm sure there's a lot of people that love Smash Up, and all the respect to you.
I think that's awesome.
That's great. It's awesome that you love Smash Up, but I am not interested in it.
I'm not interested.
893, Lovecraft Letter. Confront Eldritch lore, win by staying sane, or triumph through madness. Is this like Love Letter Lovecraft?
If it is, you already know I don't want anything to do with it. 892 is Dungeons & Dragons Castle Ravenloft.
It's a castle of cash.
I don't know what this is. The Master of Ravenloft is having guests for dinner, and you're invited.
Dungeons and Dragon themed board game.
Yeah, it both like makes me want to play it and makes me not want to play it, and feeling mixed things because it's about a dinner party.
The only Dungeons and Dragons, I could be wrong on this.
We played Dungeons and Dragons.
Is Lords of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
That's Dungeons and Dragons themed.
So.
891, Summoner Wars Guild Dwarves versus Cave Goblins. We have Summoner Wars Alliance and some master set. We've never played Summoner Wars.
Heard good things though.
It's been recommended that we do play it and that we would probably love it, which we probably would, but we haven't.
Find 3 times more people you want to interview. Oh, that's an ad. 890 is Circadian's First Light. So we have not played this game. However, we have played Chaos Order, which is the newer version of this game, or like the sequel or whatever it might be. Open negotiations, build coalitions, and new species in space. I don't know the difference between how this one plays and the other one. The other one's kind of like area control, battle, asymmetry. I assume this one also is asymmetry, but it sounds like it's probably area control as well if it's about negotiations, probably like gaining territory.
I'm not sure. I did really enjoy Chaos Order.
I did not.
You almost did it. Yeah, you did. You caught yourself. 889 is Web of Power. Use monasteries and advisors to gain dominance over the different regions of Europe.
You're writing that down?
Jamie. Okay.
I was hoping it'd be a game about spiders.
I love history. I love area control.
You do.
I also just love those old-timey looking games.
Look at that guy's stupid hat.
Like, get me all in on that.
Oh, another Dungeons & Dragons game. 888. Dungeons & Dragons Wrath of Ashardalon board game. Something about a dragon. I don't want to play it.
887 is Coffee Roaster.
I want to play this.
We have not played it. Brew the richest blends and score high in the solo puzzle. Not something I would probably get into.
Solo game about coffee.
Jamie might.
A puzzle, you say? I made coffee for Jeff tonight. He's like, this is the worst coffee
Jamie
I've ever had in my life.
Disgusting.
It was Tim Hortons brand.
I've noticed it for like the last 2 weeks, and I haven't said anything. I had enough today. I had enough of it. I just was like, this coffee is absolutely disgusting.
You need to put more creamer in it.
It's so gross.
It'll be fine. 886. Core Worlds. Barbarian kingdoms beyond the galactic frontier invade the core worlds of the galaxy. Don't write this one down. That looks terrible.
If it's a space theme, come on. Ooh. 885 is The Others. Faith is pitted against the sins as the apocalypse arrives. I feel like this game's like on a lot of people's Grail game list.
Really?
I think it's hard to find. I could be completely wrong. I could be thinking of something completely different. But I feel like The Others is one of those games.
Is this like This Is the End?
Sure isn't.
Oh, 884 is Caper Europe. This is a game we haven't played, but I do want to play. It is on BGA, but I feel like when I learn new games on BGA, I may as well not even play them, if I'm being honest.
You do have a tougher time with that than I think I do.
It's because I do not even try to read the rules or learn. I just click around and I hope for the best.
Sometimes that's fine.
Play your cards right and you'll be the greatest mastermind ever to roam Europe. Sounds fun.
883 is Luxor. It's a race to the tomb as you control a team of loot-grabbing archaeologists. That sounds like something you might like.
I want that one.
Luxor.
2018. I love racing. 882 is Call to Adventure. We have played this one. We have played this one.
Low.
We have played Call to Adventure Stormlight Archives as well, and we own the entire set.
That's incredible.
We own them all.
882? That hurts my heart. 881 is Adrenaline. Gear up to destroy opponents with loads of guns in this first-person shooter sim.
No.
I feel like that would either be really good or really, really bad.
I feel like it would be really, really bad. That sounds
How
terrible.
do you do a first-person shooter sim in a board game?
Oh, Jeff, look, here's something new and innovative. 880 is Zombicide Invader. How many Zombicide games does one need? Black Plague, done. That's all you need. You got one. You don't need 20 because I feel like every single time we do this list, there's 3
people
Zombicides
could say that
on
about
it.
board games in general. Do you need
people,
500 plus?
Yeah, those people are weird, okay?
879 is Louis the 16th. Is that? No, 15th. Louis the 15th. Louis the 14th.
14th. IV is 14. XIV is 14.
Louis the 14th. Influence the French court for your personal gain. I'm sure it's fine.
I hate that cover. Ooh, 878 is Jaws. We have played this one. It is like a one versus many game where somebody is playing as the shark, Bruce, and everybody else is playing the people on the ship, and they are trying to catch the shark, and the shark is just terrorizing everybody on the ship. Yeah. It's super fun. I'd love to play it again. Jeff will only play it if he can be the shark, though, so nobody else gets to be the shark.
That's actually BS because I've never been the shark playing the game.
Yes.
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
No. 877 is Heroescape Master Set Swarm of the Morrow. Take the battle to a swamp you've built using a team you've designed. I would love to get into Heroescape.
Get out of my swamp, donkey.
I just don't think I ever will.
I never want to play that.
Slippery slope for me, I'm sure.
876, Wasteland Express Delivery Service. Survive the wasteland as drivers for the last delivery company on Earth. This is like UPS apocalyptic version.
I am getting into pick up and deliver games.
Maybe it's good. Something about it, I'm kind of like intrigued by it.
I'll write it down just in case.
Yeah, Wasteland Express. Find 3 times more people you want to interview. Oh, that's not a game.
875, Tragedy Looper. Players live, die, and repeat in order to outwit and defeat the evil mastermind.
Looks like anime.
That sounds kind of like a roguelite. So you won't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Roguelite video game is like you progress slowly. Like you'll go and then you'll die. But
just
you'll
like
level
real
up,
life.
and then you'll start all the way back at the beginning. And then you'll probably die again. And then it sounds like that.
Oh, 874 is Werewords. I really want to play this game. Apparently, this is like the best way to play werewolf because you're trying to figure out like a word instead of like who the wolf is. I really want to play it. 20 questions with a twist.
Like not a good time. 873 is Thunder Alley. We own Thunder Alley, and I'm super excited to play it. It is one of GMT's race game series. They also do a Formula 1 version, I believe. Race your team of cars most efficiently to win stock car races. I do own it. I'm super excited to play it.
We're going to do a full race week, okay? 872 is a War of Whispers. So we haven't played this, but I have heard of this. Manipulate empires from the shadows as you outwit and outmaneuver the competition.
I've almost bought this game multiple times.
So many times, yeah. I don't know anything about it, though.
Many, many, many times.
Oh.
871 is Lanterns, the Harvest Festival.
I just went to grab my hair, but it wasn't there.
Decorate the lake with floating lanterns and dedicate your cards to gain honor. Is this the one that Brothers Murph really likes?
I think they like the dice version of this game.
Okay.
We haven't played
Lanterns or Lanterns dice game.
Is it good?
I'm sure it's great, yeah.
Ugh. 870. Conflict of Heroes, Awakening the Bear, Operation Barbossa, 1941 2nd edition. Jeff will probably love this game. World War II Eastern Front tactical combat.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like that was the Russian front. Yeah, it was.
Oh, it must
Eastern
be because
front.
it says bear.
And Eastern Front. Yeah, I mean, it sounds cool. It'll never get played, though, so I'm not even going to bother. 869 is, I don't know why you're freaking out.
Because this is in my cart on Board Game Bliss.
869 is Palm Island. Develop and gather resources to grow an island that fits in the palm of your hand.
You play the entire game in your hand. So this is one, actually, we're going to, once again, Brothers Murph.
What if you have a smaller hand than
When
someone?
they went to Disney, remember, they did a YouTube short where they're like, you could play this in line. Michelle also has this one. It's not a button shy game, but it's in a wallet like a button shy game. It's an 18-card game. You play everything in the palm of your hand.
What if it falls off?
Then you lose, you idiot. 868. Detective Club. We have played this. Do you remember?
No.
We played it on that, remember when that like random party game launched? Like, it's kind of like BGA, like the online thing, and we went on it with Table Knots, and we were like trying to figure out a game to play.
Savranti?
No, it was something totally different. I can't remember it now.
Oh,
yeah.
I do remember playing it, but I don't remember anything about it. I remember that experience, but I don't remember the game at all.
So that tells you a lot about the game.
867 is a game we have played. That is Merchant's Cove. We really, really enjoy Merchant's Cove. I feel like it's one of those games that you either love or you hate. We really love it. I believe we've backed some of the new stuff that's coming out from Merchant's Cove.
866 is Maharaja, the game of palace building in India from 2004. Now, this doesn't look like a game that I would like. However, I feel like I've heard good things about this.
I'm gonna write that one
Architects travel through India to build magnificent palaces to please the Maharaja. I don't know.
Anytime there's anything that involves like city building or like, I don't know, I'm kind of into it.
It's very beige.
865 is Seven Wonders Architects.
I don't like Seven Wonders. We haven't played this version.
No, I've only played the original and Seven Wonders Duel.
Ooh, it says race.
I've played so much Seven Wonders and Seven Wonders Duel at this point that I'm just like, I don't need to play it anymore.
Not for me. 864 is Legendary, a Marvel deck building game, Villains. We have not played this one. We did once play Marvel Legendary with Jason.
What's the difference between Marvel Legendary and Champions?
They're a different game.
No, but like, are they? Because I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure Legendary might have dice in it. I don't know. I don't really remember. It was so long ago that we played it.
863 is Bridge.
Like the old school card game.
Bid to communicate, set trump, then take tricks to fulfill your bid.
It's a trick-taking game.
I haven't played Bridge since I was probably a kid. I don't even remember how to play it.
Me neither.
But I used to play it as a kid.
862 is Red Rising. We have played this one. We actually played it like last week.
I really like Red Rising. Yeah,
it's like an expanded version of Fantasy Realms set in the Red Rising book series world.
861 is Mahjong. Need I say more?
Well, definitely.
I used to play a ton of Mahjong.
Same. On the computer.
On the computer.
That's funny.
Yeah, back when it was like you had like 3 games on your computer. It was like Mahjong,
was one
Spider, Solitaire, and Solitaire.
Yeah. 860 is Kitchen Rush, which is a game that we have played. This is a real-time, fast-paced game where you're working in a kitchen. It's worker placement with sand timers. So you can't move your worker or the sand timer until it runs out into another place. It's freaking chaos.
It is. It's too much chaos for me.
It's overwhelming.
It is.
So I think this is a game that I would almost rather play solo, but I've never played it solo.
Yeah.
We've played it at 2. We've played it at 4.
3 as well. We played with Zach.
And we played it at 3.
859 is Unmatched Jurassic Park InGen versus Raptors, which we have played. We love Unmatched. This was a really cool set. And we've actually played the Raptors versus T-Rex, which you can go check out because we did that on the channel.
Sure did. 858 is Genoa. This is one...
I just heard Board Game Barrage talk about this.
Yes. Kellen loves this game. I can't remember about if it falls on the others list, but anyways, Kellen loves this game. It's Genoa. It is a negotiation game, though.
No, sorry, Kellen.
We're not super into negotiation games because I never really know what anything is worth and whether I'm getting a bad deal. Negotiate with your fellow traders to deliver goods and letters through Genoa. We haven't played it.
857 is Parade, another game we have played. Parade is a really, really unique, cool, sequential number set collection card game with an Alice in Wonderland theme. Played it a few times.
Yep.
And I've enjoyed every single play of it.
856 is a game called Homesteaders. It looks like it's set in the Wild Wild West, and it looks like a game that I definitely don't want to play. Homesteaders in the Old West build a frontier settlement up into a town. It looks like it's TMG, so it's probably really hard to find.
855 is Babylonia, which we have played. Compete for the land and cities between the rivers while commanding mighty ziggurats. This one shocks me that it's this low, because this game is really good.
I don't hear anyone talking about it, and to be fair, we only played it once last year, and we never played it again. I want to play this again.
I remember after we played it, we were like, wow.
Yeah, Doolin from Table Knots put us on that game because he loves it. 854 is called Quicks, which I think is it's a roll and write. I'm pretty sure we haven't played it. We have played Quinto, which I think is in the same series.
I have no idea.
But we have not played that one. It's a roll and write. I'm sure that we would love it.
853 is another Summoner Wars expansion. Summoner Wars Phoenix Elves versus Thunder Orcs.
Thunder Orcs. 852 is The Last Bastion, which is the different version of Ghost Stories. So we have played Ghost Stories. We have not played this, but just knowing that it is essentially the exact same game with a different theme, I can guarantee you that we would love this game because we love Ghost Stories.
I prefer the Ghost Stories theme.
Yes.
So I don't think I would bother getting this.
This one's just like about monsters and...
yeah.
stuff.
We also have a playthrough of Ghost Stories. We got a few things wrong on the playthrough, so keep that in mind.
As we do.
But it's on the channel if you want to check it out.
We always be doing that.
851 is Formula Day. Use custom dice to race on Formula 1 courses.
Can you believe we have
this? Is the, I think, original version of, like, Formula D from 1997.
Ooh, 850, the Virgin Queen. Multiplayer European conflict during the Counter-Reformation of the late 16th century. I'm just going to scroll right by that so you don't even remember the name. 849
is Akratiri. Explore the Aegean Sea, connect trade routes, and discover temples by placing tiles.
Tile placement, sign me up. This is a 2014 game.
I'm really getting into route building. This literally says connect trade routes, so I'm going to look into it.
And even though the box is very beige, it still looks like something I want to play. 848 is Pictomania. This is a game that, just by looking at it, we haven't played it, just by looking at it, I would be like, that looks like a little kid's game. I have heard so much about this game, however, in the past year because the Table Nuts crew played it on a couple of live streams with Ray from CGE. And I've just heard that it's a really fun, like, Pictionary style party game. Anyways, we haven't played it, but it's definitely one that I would enjoy playing. Maybe when we go to Kentucky, we could play it with those clowns.
847 is Battle for Rokugan. Bluff and misdirect your clan's way to victory in a minis on a map without the minis. I'd probably like to try it out.
I'd like to try that.
I don't think it's something I'd buy, but I'd like to try it out.
I love bluffing. I'm really good at it. Or am I really bad at it?
Don't know, you're telling the story.
You'll never know. 846 is Last Night on Earth, the zombie game. Doolin from Table Nuts freaking loves this game. The cover is so outrageously horrific because it's supposed to be like a B movie, right? And I really want to play this. I don't know if I will love it or hate it.
Maybe that's another game we can play when we go to Kentucky.
I think Doolin would be really excited if we played that. But it says a handful of survivors aim to survive the night against the zombie horde. And I have heard...
There's an inside joke here.
I have heard 90% horrible things about this game, and the rest from Doolin has been very positive.
We like to pick on Doolin for his love of this game.
Yeah.
845 is Raccoon Tycoon, a game we have played. We played it forever ago. I remember enjoying it. We did say at the time that it probably played best at a higher player count. We played that too.
Because there's like an auction aspect, and auction games at 2 players are not great. 844 is Signore, or is it...
Signery?
Or is it Signoir? You can see the cover. I don't know. Use your ever-growing family to influence civil, religious, and military power. I don't want to play that. I don't like it.
843 is Warp's Edge. You are alone. Power up your ship to fight against a swarm of enemies. I've heard of this game.
Is this a solo game?
I don't know, but I do. I don't want to get it, but I want to do more research on it because I've heard about it.
Space game. 842 is PAX Renaissance. PAX Renaissance, we haven't played any of the PAX games. Become the most influential banker. And no, I don't even need to continue reading. Banker? No. Moving on.
841, Warhammer Underworld's Shade Spire. Grab your army, build your deck, and use your 12 action to achieve victory.
No. 840 is Roll Through the Ages, the Bronze Age. This is the roll and write version of Through the Ages.
Okay, cool.
A New Story of Civilization, which is a game that we love, and that's another one we haven't played in forever.
I play it on BGA.
I find it overwhelming on BGA. Roll Through the Ages we haven't played, but I would definitely be open to playing it.
839 is Railroad Ink Challenge Lush Green Edition. What does that mean? Is that just another version?
I don't know. There's so many different colors, and I don't know what the differences are.
What does Railroad Ink Challenge mean?
I don't know.
Because I know there's Railroad Ink Blue and Railroad Ink Red, which are just the same game. This one's green. But it says Challenge.
I don't know.
Me neither.
838 is Disney Villainous. Perfectly Wretched. Why is this 838? Cruella de Vil is a super fun character. This is erroneous on literally every count. I am pissed off that it's here. We're moving on because obviously, yes, we've played it. So ridiculous.
837 is Container. Players drive prices as they produce and ship goods in this economic simulation. Jamie would hate that.
I can't even look at it. We're moving on. 836, San Marco. Control Venice! Exclamation mark. You divide the cards, but another player chooses who gets which set.
835, The Lost Expedition. Ooh. Lead your intrepid explorers deep into the deadly jungle in your quest for El Dorado.
It's the road to El Dorado.
I feel like you like that theme.
I like to explore. 834 is Letter Jam. Jeff has not played this, but I have. I got a chance to play this when I went to Kentucky, and it was super fun, and you would probably
Is that
hate it.
when I was like passed out?
No, you weren't there yet.
Oh. 833 is the Palaces of Carrera. Buy marble to erect beautiful buildings, but score them quickly before the game ends. That description leaves a lot to be desired.
Boring. 832 is The Adventures of Robin Hood. This is from Cosmos. We have this game. We haven't played it yet. I hope maybe we'll play it this year. I hope.
Here's to open. 831 is Rhino Hero. Build a giant tower and try to make your opponent be the one to let it collapse. Rhino Hero's incredible.
It's so much fun. 830 is Thunderstone. Is this one that we have, or we have Thunderstone Quest?
I think we have Thunderstone Quest.
Okay, we haven't played this. Adventures, gain power, slaying foes, and it just looks very basic.
829 is Regicide. We have played Regicide. It's a very difficult card game that you can play with just a basic set of cards if you have them.
It's very fun.
Each
suit has different special powers.
Fun. Very, very difficult.
Very difficult. 828 is Catacombs 3rd edition. This is a dexterity game. Flick down the door and slay monsters in this dexterity-based dungeon delve. The artwork is amazing. I have heard of this. We've not played it.
827 is Brew Crafters. Craft beers in the hopes of being the best brewery in the city.
Pass.
We don't drink.
We don't drink.
I'm
not interested. 826 is Cash and Guns, 2nd edition. We've played it. We love it. It's good, silly times, good fun.
825 is Hannibal and Hamilcar. Recreate the struggle between Rome and Carthage in the First and Second Punic Wars.
Punic? I don't like that word. Punic.
Why?
Something about it. 824 is Forbidden Island. We have not played this game. We will probably never play this game. This is like one of those games that is considered like a gateway for most people into the hobby. So I just think that we're
past that.
We're beyond that at this point. But
yeah, fair enough.
It's probably really good if you're
play,
getting
like, Ticket to Ride.
Yeah, but there's something special about that game, Jav. It's a train game.
823 is Santiago. Auction, build, and bribe your way into a flourishing irrigation network.
Irrigation. 822, Union Pacific. No further details. Is that a train? Train game.
Yeah. 821 is Tinner's Trail.
Tinners.
But it's got an apostrophe.
I know, but it's just pronounced Tinners.
Tinner's Trail, apparently, according to Jamie.
Yeah.
Will you make a fortune mining tin and copper in 19th century Cornwall?
I don't know, will you? We won't, because I'll probably never play it. You want to play that, don't you?
I do.
Oh.
I'm going to write down.
Okay. Oh, no. This game again.
Trajamins. Oh.
No, it's Trismegistus.
Damastu.
Ted.
Why do you go? There's no R there.
Tajimskis. Damastu.
Why are you're making it way more difficult than it actually is?
You say it then, Jeff.
Tajminsk. Damastu.
Tajminsk?
Yeah. That C and Z are like one.
Anyways, the point is we haven't played it.
819 is Space Core 2025 to 2300 AD. This is a GMT game that I've seen at the Boardroom Game Cafe before, and I've almost bought it. I've never played it. Develop your enterprise through the eras and take humanity to the stars. I feel like I would love this game.
To the stars!
I'm going to write it down because it is something I want to add to my collection at some point because I've fallen in love with GMT
we're collecting
games.
GMT games. It is what it is. 818 is Blue Lagoon. This is a Reiner Knizia game that we have not played, but I have heard good things about it. I think that it's supposed to be like a good, relatively like simple game. Explore an unsettled archipelago and connect your villages by land and sea twice.
A lot of these are now duplicates because I remember talking about this one too. 817 is Rurik, Dawn of Kiev. Claim your father's throne, build tax, and fight through unique auction programming. I remember reading that one last time. 816
is Wizard, which is a classic card game that I bought it at Valley Village. We haven't played it yet, but it's a trick-taking game, I think.
815 is Morals, which is the mushroom game. Walk through the woods, collect mushrooms, and cook them up for tasty
That's when
points.
I said I hate mushrooms, and it was very controversial because some people love mushrooms, not me. And you want to know what's the worst part about this game? There's no mushlings in it. 814 is Hyperborea. Hyperborea. It sounds really hyperboring. It'll Hyperborea if you play it. Compete to collect the riches of a long-lost magical society. I mean, I guess it sounds kind of cool if you're into that kind of thing.
813 is Carcassonne the City.
Carcassonne. So many of these are overlapped from the last time. This list has changed. You want to know why? Because Ark Nova's going up. Everything else is coming down.
That's true.
Marvel Dice Masters, Avengers versus X-Men. We haven't played any of the Dice Masters games. Probably never will.
811 Spyrium. A unique worker placement game set in a steampunk world.
A helmet.
Do love me some steampunk.
810 is Paris La Cité de Lumière. De la Lumière. I have played this. Jeff has not. I played this with Michelle from Second Star to Left. This is an excellent 2-player game. It is one that I would definitely consider buying.
Your French offended me there.
La Cité de la Lumière. De la Lumière. Jeff,
Ugh.
I was in French immersion for so long.
809 is The Mind. I hate The Mind.
Jeff hates The Mind.
I don't care. Bring the heat. I hate The Mind.
808 is Frederick. Europe is on a knife's edge as Prussia faces down an uneasy alliance. I want nothing to do with it.
807 is Spyfall. Players ask each other probing questions to detect the spy. I would not like that.
Probing questions. Ew. I just don't like the word probing.
Why?
I don't know. Something about it. 806, Tumbling Dice. This was definitely on the last list because I remember saying, yes, I would definitely want to play this. We haven't.
805 is Dale of Merchants. We've played Dale of Merchants 2.
804 is The Loop, which is a game that we played this past year, and we really, really liked it.
It's so hard at 2-player.
Apparently, it's easier if you play with more people, but we've only ever played it at 2, and we have never even come close to winning.
803 is Napoleon's Triumph, a tactical level block war game simulating the Battle of Austerlitz. Jamie would hate that.
802 is Ink and Gold, which is a classic that we've never played. I actually saw this at Lance's when I was there the other day, but no, we haven't played it.
801, which is the last game on this list, is Star Wars the Card Game. Unique deck building, intense battles with a bluffing component. Never played it.
And we will never play it.
We did it. Look how many games I've added.
Oh, wow. How are we going to read them?
What do you mean? I have terrible writing. I can read my writing, but no one else can.
Did you guys see that? R.I.P. to us. There, now it's good. Anyways, those are 100 more games that we have or haven't played on the BGG list.
I love these ones.
So much fun. We now have like 15 games that we need to go and find.
I'm going to be messaging Tim.
I really hope that there's some of them that we can't find.
I'm going to be like, Tim, hook me up.
Hook me up, Tim.
Let's find them.
Hook me up, Scotty. Anyways, if you're interested in buying board games like any of the many that we mentioned today, for those that you're able to find, you should first start by checking your friendly local game store. And for us, that is
the Boardroom Game Cafe.
Yes, it is. That's all we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see,
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Later days.
That's it, Jeffy. Let's go eat. We can have chicken fingies again. Okay.
I'm like...
Cubosaurus right now is... I think I get it.
I get it. I also, Turn in Taxis, I do understand now.
Not me. Like, overall win? How much money do we win?
Like, because there's like 5 divisions. So I've won my division. I could be way off on this, so don't take this for anything, because I could be...
Are we rich?
Bucks or something. I could be wrong.
I hope you're not wrong.
But, yeah.
That sounds great. We could buy so many board games for that.